How is Tinubu's presidency treating you?
Um,
How excited are you about the visit to the Royal Palace in Britain? According to Biodun, a lot of Nigerians are celebrating.
I don't. To me, like, I don't understand how I don't understand the point of celebration about it. Maybe it just gives like in this day and age, it's just the normal tokenism. Like that's how I'm seeing it. If there's any real legitimate thing to it, or economic gain or political gain, then maybe. But I've not seen anything that I'll say, okay, there's like a proper a proper gain to this. I have not
To me, I just think it's Biodun
I've
that
not
is
seen
hyping
anything.
it. I've not seen anybody hyping the
I've
visitor. I
seen
wasn't even
one or
aware
two
of it.
people,
So,
but yeah, I've
mm,
seen maybe two people, but they are APC fellas sort of. So I wasn't really
what exactly were
surprised.
they now saying? What exactly were they saying?
It's not like they are saying any great thing about it, but you know when somebody is just posting the news constantly so
Mm.
that it looks like something major.
Hey, he's respected across the world.
That sort of, I mean, just dinner with King Charles just gives them this sort of like legitimacy. It's more of a
Mm.
legitimacy thing, like, oh, he's so
Yeah, yeah.
recognized and all of that. So that's it. It's in
Nigeria is
New
once again on the
in
big
like
table.
I mean, in reality, it's not. I don't think much is going to happen. That's the truth.
Me, I'm of the opinion that if it was a meeting between Tinubu and Trump at the White House, and the core of the discussion was regarding security partnership, then I'll be like, that's more of a big deal than visiting King Charles at the palace.
Tinubu is not going to. Tinubu is not going to attend anything at the White House where Trump is going to put him on the spot in an open conference and ask him why are they killing Nigerian Christians on this spot, and he
But
put
if
Cyril like Trump too has his own issues, yeah. So the way he put those African leaders the other time and was really questioning them, who does not want to disgrace
I
himself
get,
like
but
that?
like
But I
the thing is
mean,
this. I don't think Tinubu has like a choice. Like if Trump invites him to the White House, what will he now say? Like he will refuse the invitation or what? That would be like a diplomatic
he might not
suicide. That would be diplomatic
he
suicide
might
actually.
not
Like you can't do that now.
he might not he might not refuse it like outrightly, and maybe Trump will not see like a big reason, but Tinubu himself might not refuse it. He might just try and play like, no, I don't have time and focus on this blah blah blah. Those kind of things that your team can help you to put and
The
say
thing is
like,
this.
oh, not.
The thing is this. Trump is also very very smart when it comes to those kind of things. Trump may decide to invite him on Truth Social. You know Trump can do that kind of nonsense. He will just say, following the recent killings of people in this thing, I've extended a hand of invitation to the Nigerian president over to the White House so we can discuss and prop up solutions as to Nigeria's recurring security crisis. Now that one is out in the open. There's no and Tinubu has been flying up and down. He went to Turkey, he wants to go to Buckingham Palace now and all of that. So when that kind of thing is out in the open, there's really no excuse you can say again. Like, what do you want to say? That they're too busy to attend for a security meeting for the country. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You know, Trump can do nonsense like that.
He can, but I don't think Nigeria is at that point or of that importance for him to do something like that. If it's Zelensky and the Ukraine issue, maybe yes, but Nigeria is not. Nigeria is part of their strategic interest, but is not on priority compared to
Nah,
what
nah, nah.
Ukraine
That's
is
what you
doing.
said. That's what you said before the bomb. That's what you said before they bombed Sokoto. Like, see, the thing is this. I don't think. Yeah, I think you sometimes you underestimate the spontaneity of Trump and this administration. Now, I said it. I said it like 2 days ago on the group chat. The U.S. just sent troops to America. Sorry, to Nigeria rather. Like land troops are in Nigeria currently from the US. Obviously, it was a small contingent, but I mean, it's been a while since we've had such a thing in Nigeria. I don't even think we've ever had such a thing. So, I mean, like, if it is not a priority to them or significant objective to them, I don't think they'll be doubling down and even putting land troops already on the ground. So, I mean, like, I won't underestimate the interest that they have
Yeah, but
in Nigeria.
US sends troops to some countries in Africa too. It's not like they've never done some of these things. So, but and it's sometimes they might even have troops and you never really hear of it. It's because obviously Nigeria's own is like it gets a lot of traction and noise. So that's why I feel you're going to hear more of it. But I
No,
don't
but I
know if
think
they would
also
send troops.
the reason behind the sending of the troops also matters. The reason why they are sending the troops, everybody knows is the context of terrorism, the fight against terrorism in Nigeria. So it's not like they're just sending it based on like mutual defense treaty or stuff like that. I mean, like, I don't think you can downplay it, Sha, to me. I don't think you can downplay it. There's obviously a lot more interest that they have in Nigeria than previous administrations have had. And seeing how spontaneous the Trump administration is, I won't write off anything, including a visit or an invitation to Tinubu to visit the White House. You understand? I don't think that's too far away for them to do. I don't think it's too far away for them to do at all.
I get you though, but I don't know. I think sometimes maybe I'm the one that is thinking about you overestimate Nigeria's importance on the grand scale to these people. Like at least currently, at least currently, and well, they have strategic interest with Nigeria, true, but Trump's sort of Trump's sort of mantra. I don't think he personally rates Africa enough for him to really be so hyper focused on Nigeria. Obviously, um, he's a concern for the Christian genocide was well noted and all of that. But personally, I just feel it's more of um, to placate the right wing evangelicals on his party that genuinely care because they are a good voting bloc. Those people care about Israel, those people care about Christians in Nigeria, in Egypt, and all of that. So, and with Nigeria, as I said, Nigeria is the second largest. Pentecostal base in the world after the US. So um, I just feel like there's more of a it's more of a thing for the support group than actual proper strategic interest. I don't know what the US maybe at least for now stand to really gain with Nigeria. Or maybe I'm just underestimating it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even, I'm not really looking at it from the perspective of like strategic interest. I'm looking at it from the point of spontaneity. The Trump administration is very, very spontaneous as compared to other, other administrations. In other administrations, they'll try to like measure like, oh, what is our strategic interest? What do we stand to gain? What are the possible outcomes? Blah blah blah. For the Trump administration, this is not really that systematic per se as compared to the others. It's more of like a this has to be done. Let's initiate a certain level of action. If you need to escalate it, we'll escalate it. But he just sort of like kind of pushes the Overton window just a little bit in a way that is still somewhat measured in quotes. So inviting the Nigerian president, I don't think is that big of a deal, at least for a sort of discussion in the Oval Office. Now, whether or not he decides to do it publicly and all of that, like a public discussion or back and forth, I don't know about that. But inviting him in the base sense of it, I don't think is that big of a deal. And then secondly, as well, like sometimes it's like the Trump administration also try to manage or control the news cycle, right? So, for example, like if something is trending, maybe like ice is trending, for example, and it's causing like a whole lot of like pressure for the administration, or maybe Epstein files and the like. You see that sometimes they just deliberately carry out some actions that takes away the focus from that. Like for example, you look at beginning of the year there was the whole um, um, Venezuela stuff that happened, and there's a lot of news cycle that was coming out from it. Then you had the stuff of Rene Good, the shooting that happened, and then ultimately what you then see happen with the Trump administration is that sorry they started giving a lot of like notice to Iran, particularly the protest in Iran and all of that, to sort of divert the attention away from what happened with Rene Good. Then we had this stuff with what's his name, the other guy that was killed, right? I can't remember his name, but you had what happened with him. He was also shot by ICE, and there was a whole lot of like media scrutiny over the shooting and all of that. And what happens is that you then see that okay, they release the Epstein files, like 3 million files at once. So obviously that Epstein files has sucked the attention away from the death of I think his name is it Alex or something like that. So the release of the Epstein files has like sucked the attention away from what happened with him, the shooting that happened with ICE and all of that. So it feels like sometimes they sort of deliberately carry out some actions or release some things or do some things to sway away media attention. It's like they've mastered the art of swaying media attention basically. And we also saw that with Nigeria as well, Christmas Day and all of that.